Yes, sir, boy. Uh,
You can't beat it. Champions and it's whatnot. It's WWE shows. This is not any secret. This is not Gary. The WWE. WWE has secret. And I mean secret for these shows. And if there is, it's us.
Crystallarium. Oh shit.
And the champions on these shows were just friends. Because they champions. And I run championships are WWE. Except the United States style. I don't know why. Maybe it's the United States Championship. It's political jet bomb. Up to the name of it. Decent show. Decent show. It's not a decent show. You got the basically the big WWE bloodline storyline. When you got the bloodline storyline carrying the company as the storyline in the entire company. And after that, the only thing going on right now. Everything else. That everybody expected to turn on Roman first. It was awesome. It was good. Just like this. Not worry from this was just very chill most of the time. And it was to come down and be while everyone suspected and thought it was going to share himself. I thought this was and I love everything that's been here because start to see the and everything seems basically so it's Roman Reigns from within that is all by himself. Jey Uso did not want to look but realized that everyone might chose big than Uso. Now Jimmy needs to turn on. Because Jey was on back down because we don't know what the Ukraine is going to do. We'll say these two themselves are losing. What happened tonight? Right. Jukes. Now it's me to Jerry. Now Jerry did. And Jerry is if we have some sort of secrets, Jerry has no choice. Opens up Jay to see what he could not previously with the from that, there's that opens up. Because now we got Jimmy doing what he did tonight. Jay in shock. James, the old story is what his souls going to do, and how the souls are going to be 10 days. See, that's the moment. Is he going to see what they see? Is he going to see when the time comes to pull the trigger and him? His decision be the most expensive in the entire world. This is the vote from within. Shin turns, Shay, you gotta go. And he starts to see what's going on. Beat the guy that makes everything change forever when it comes to the law. So, that takes the thumb and the spokes and spikes Roman's brain into the grave. This is themselves. Then, to go against Roman's ego, that is going to end the Roman race. He's not going to lose because he's not that is funny. Because he's not capable, not because he's not the greatest, not because he isn't a great wrestler. But Roman Reigns is going to lose because of his ego beating power. And everything that comes along with what he's done is going to crumble to top of him. And he doesn't know he's a great wrestler.
Oh, shit.
A nice piece of team themselves. And the Usos will stand firm, they will stand tall, and be themselves with everyone else. They will all eat the head of the table. They will all this is exactly what you're seeing. And I think this is all fun. that actually pitted Roman Reigns to see. And I thought this was everything just flowed great in this match. The story was there, and I'm very much looking forward to see how this all collapses around Roman Reigns. Now, I said this, and I have said this for weeks. What they're doing, as far as they have lined up for Roman Reigns, it could be Bobby Lashley, it could be AJ Styles, it could be Edge. SmackDown, there really isn't much that Roman has fresh on SmackDown. He's basically ran through everybody. It's just a rinse and repeat of all the guys that he's already slain in this story. Freshest than AJ Styles. We've seen that since AJ first got to WWE. But Bobby Lashley will probably be the majority pick there as far as fresh opponents. So we haven't seen that in quite some time one-on-one. Maybe going to Money in the Bank. I think that's kind of lame. I honestly think that's just a waste of Bobby Lashley, to be quite honest with you. But the question is, who's Roman defend these titles against? Looking at ChiLL's milk. And going after Reigns, he already said that he thinks he's the tribal chief. Since Roman Reigns is so fucking angry at the end of what happened tonight and got a champion, he gives Jimmy a shot at the championships, and he gives Jimmy the titles. Jay got a match against Roman. Jimmy, that could serve as not for that meant something shakes that whole they're away from Roman. So even more so Jimmy. So I don't know. After tonight, you're already making a decision, but is that transition to be on Jim's side? Because right now he's 50-50. He doesn't know what to think. Do we see Jim get the championship match at Night of Champions? The Spear Championship match. I don't know if that's the right moment to do that now, but stranger things have happened. I actually don't know. And between now and the Bank and SummerSlam, so the title defense is against his family. Because that's the only thing that's unpredictable. Everything is going to be a very predictable outcome. And there's no story there. You just get to one minute. Still think it is for to try Roman and Kobe until it's late. Bring it online. To get this shit away. They what's that? Tonight's fucking circus with Brock Lesnar and Lewis. So I don't know it's championship match against anybody. Let's find do they do Roman? And do they just blow up the entire bloodline there with the bloodline turning on Roman one by one by one? And then all take out Roman individually and help Cody Rhodes win the World Championship. I'd much rather see that at SummerSlam than at WrestleMania. So maybe they do that. We're starting to spread the process of getting that done at SummerSlam. But the question is, and it's a big one, who does Roman Reigns defend these championships against? Because the leaders are now suggested that he stop that money away and SummerSlam. Anybody but some family is just a waste of our time. Anybody but company is just a waste of our time. So it's going to be very interesting to see what WWE does. Out of this show, but this storyline tonight was fucking fantastic. Great stuff. They've been the backbone of WWE television. Legitimately, it's the only thing that matters on TV. Out of WWE TV, it's right. That kicks on television on Monday and on Friday. They got nothing going on, especially after the draft. It's a shit foundation. Nothing to make anything I don't think everybody expected to win the championship. And that in champions tonight was the shocker of the year. Did not expect Asuka to win the Raw Women's Championship tonight. As well, why didn't they do this and why didn't they pull the trigger at WrestleMania? I think you guys will realize that WWE is in the that record books. That Beyond the Belair to break the all-time Women's Championship record as far as days in wrestling. It also Beyond the Belair, which was the right decision at WrestleMania. Will drink on it. If WWE Asuka beat Beyond the Belair, then they would not be able to hold Beyond the Belair to be champion once. What's going on with Beyond the Belair? But and I got one simple question. She's not a rich champ. Something that I haven't seen in a cricket match in WWE. Very, very nice how they handle the entire ending. Some people may think differently. Some people might not want such a record-setting in that manner. But they didn't really care because one thing is for sure, and that is Beyond the Belair is fucking Stan. She lost the championship. I would have done it at WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck about Beyond the Belair's longest reigning women's championship reign of all time. I don't care. I don't care about these record books. She should have lost the title to Asuka. I understand how people did not like the way the match ended because of the longevity of her reign. But does this how does this make WWE any different? The Monday Night Raw Women's title is still SmackDown. Asuka is a SmackDown superstar. Does this now mean that WWE is a little bit more prone and open to moving Asuka over to Monday Night Raw? That's what I'd love to know. Is WWE open to now moving Asuka to Monday Night Raw? Because the title certainly needs to go back to Monday Night. Do they now move Rhea Ripley over to SmackDown? Being that she's the SmackDown Women's Champion. Yes, because Triple H did mention while the draft was happening that there would be trades between Raw and SmackDown. There would be transfers if needed, if it made sense. And WWE hasn't done a transfer like this yet. They didn't transfer Bianca over to Raw, Bianca over to SmackDown because they were holding their brand's respective titles. Maybe now they're a little bit more open to doing it. Because I honestly think that they want Rhea versus Bianca to happen at some point, and that cannot happen if they are on opposite brands. So now it's a little bit more easy for WWE to digest the move. To move Asuka over to Monday Night Raw and trade Asuka for Rhea Ripley, championship for championship. That way, Rhea Ripley gets over SmackDown with the title and Bianca.
Let's take this, let's take this pizza from the oven. What? Okay, cool off.
Belair, no longer a champion, doesn't have to be over to Monday Night Raw. She can remain on SmackDown. That's something that I was thinking about while watching the ending of this match. It could be a possibility that WWE is thinking that. Now, the other thing that I would absolutely do above all else is a unification match. Get some sort of unification match between Asuka and Rhea Ripley, and we merge the titles, and we have one singular women's championship. Both divisions can flop between both Raw and SmackDown. Now, I know that's a stretch, and WWE's probably not going to do that, but it is a possibility, and it is still the best option for WWE at this point. Doing the same thing with the men's tag team division is the same. I've been saying this since 2016, but more than likely WWE is a little bit more open to trading Asuka over to Monday Night Raw for Rhea Ripley because they want Rhea and Bianca on the same brand. Now, I know this would take Asuka away from SmackDown, and I know this would take Asuka away from Io Shirai. I know you guys, a lot of you guys on social media, a lot of you guys in the chat are clamoring for an Asuka versus Io showdown for a WWE Women's Championship, potentially. I get it, I'd love to see it as well, but I don't think that's on WWE's radar right now. We need to get Io where she needs to be. Right now, she's still in Damage Control, which is affiliated with SmackDown. We need to get Io on her feet by herself and get the crowd behind her before we can start putting her in a feud with Asuka. Because I know it sounds great, it looks fucking great on paper, and I know it would be a goddamn classic, but we gotta get there first, and we gotta follow appropriate protocol before we get there and start doing dream matches like Io and Asuka on a major pay-per-view. I was genuinely shocked that WWE pulled the trigger on Bianca Belair. I thought she was never going to lose that championship. But this may be it. This may be this way. And I hope to God that we do get an explanation, because we need some clarity on why the Raw Women's Championship is on SmackDown and the SmackDown Women's Championship is on Raw. It just looks statistically, politically, and logically retarded. It does. I don't understand why WWE even made these moves, but I can only blame one man, and I know it's not Triple H. Triple H would never do something so blatantly stupid and illogical on a creative side of things in WWE. I'm sorry. This was a Vince McMahon total move to have both championships flopped on opposite brands. But I was shocked that Asuka beat Bianca Belair tonight. Wasn't really all that special of a match. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, the ladies worked hard. But I wouldn't call it a classic by any stretch. I was just shocked at how Bianca Belair went into Night of Champions and everybody suspected that she would walk out because this was a nothing match built off a nothing feud. And Asuka is now the Raw Women's Champion. So it's going to be interesting to see what WWE does with the Women's Championships. Bianca Belair, now that she lost, does she get a rematch? Does she get a rematch against Asuka? Is there a here that would not be seen? Probably not. Do you think that would be a waste of Bianca Belair and a waste of the Money in the Bank? So we will see. Seth Rollins, AJ Styles. They opened the show tonight with the World Heavyweight Championship, the vacant World Heavyweight Championship, and I thought it was a damn good match. A lot of people did not like my particular opinion on social media of this match. I don't know what match you guys were watching. Maybe you were watching something from AJ Styles' TNA days that didn't resonate with you. Maybe you had on Impact Plus or the Impact app or something like that and not watching Night of Champions like the rest of us were on a Saturday afternoon. But I thought the match was fucking great. I don't know how you think Seth Rollins is going to go in there and have a good match with AJ Styles. And people were legitimately offering hits a match. I don't know what the fuck you guys were watching, man. I really don't. I thought this was great. The only thing I did not agree with is the fact that WWE opened the show with this. Now, I get it. WWE had the greater story to close the show. They wanted visually to end the show with Roman Reigns defeated, not really defeated, meaning he was, but defeated because his cousins handed him an ass kick. Or Jimmy Uso, his cousin, handed him an ass kick. I get it. But it's very difficult for me to sit here and think otherwise about the World Heavyweight Championship. We know it's a secondary title. They're not going to act. AJ and Seth Rollins are not going to act like it's a secondary title. But WWE doubled down on the World Heavyweight Championship being a secondary title, a consolation prize, a runner-up trophy tonight on Night of Champions by having that match open the show. Now, granted, it was a great match. If you want this World Championship to be taken seriously and to be looked at in the same vein as the World Heavyweight Championship that Roman Reigns is holding, then it should have went on last. And I could make a valid point about everything that I'm about to tell you about the World Heavyweight Championship. Some people might not look at it as a big deal. I look at it as a big deal because this is a company that does not, or at least up until when Triple H took over, this was a company that historically has not treated their championships like legitimate championships. This is a company that shit on the prestige of most of their championships. WWE had an opportunity here to give the World Heavyweight Championship some spotlight, and they failed. They failed on doing the one thing that I asked them to do. The most logical thing to do was to put this match on in the main event and give Seth Rollins his fucking flowers in the ending of the show. Now they chose story over the championship. They chose the bloodline over the World Heavyweight Championship. Some people might not give a shit, but I think otherwise about it. Roman Reigns headline 12 out of 12 premium live events. We know Roman Reigns is the head of the table. We know Roman Reigns is the world champion. We know his championships are the end-all, be-all in the company. To main event, one less pay-per-view this year would not have broke the bank. It would not have made people look at Roman any differently. It would have been worth it to put the World Heavyweight Championship on that type of platform to give it the prestige and the importance that it so desperately needs, because the stigma around the championship right now is that it is a second place prize. It was a second place prize as soon as Triple H unveiled that shit underneath the cover on Monday Night Raw several weeks ago. That's all they needed to do. Now, they could have had the fucking greatest match of all time. It still does not change the fact that it is a second place prize, and they opened the show. By the end of the show, you were not thinking about Seth Rollins. By the end of the show, you were not thinking about the World Heavyweight Championship. These things, you only get one opportunity to do them. You only get a first chance, a first impression, first time to do anything. You gotta do it right. And they did not do it right, and they let the title down. Rollins and Styles had a great match. Rollins and Styles, no matter what people want to say about the title, they proved the point tonight. They went out there and wrestled like they had something to prove. And they proved to everybody that the World Heavyweight Championship is going to be the workhorse championship of the WWE. It's going to be the wrestling championship of the WWE. Mark my words, Seth Rollins is going to make sure you attribute pro wrestling to that World Heavyweight Championship. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Night of Champions was a very enjoyable 3 hours, and we're going to go over exactly how everything went down tonight's Night of Champions right here on OTS, man. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Saturday afternoons. If I sound a little bit under the weather, it's because I am. It's meeting at Slick on Memorial Day weekend. But I appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna have a great time. We got 3,600 people. This guy's beer garden. It's not a great opening. If you guys have been waiting, you saw the gift. But this is the fun that they're different fives, the sixes, something. God, mostly here. Sometimes we'll clear something from the basement. That's what we'll be doing in the wintertime. I gotta get something for every season, so you guys coming down. You never know when we're gonna think. Boss, we go back to the beer garden, and we are having a great time kicking off the summer right here on OTS. JP from NY206, that's Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on those little stuff. Here. There should be that one. Make sure you go check out all the other content on the channel. Plenty of it. We will be live again tomorrow night. Double or nothing. Hey, you coming to see your show from Vegas. We're talking about tomorrow night. And tonight's show is sponsored by my great friends from Blue Chew. BlueChew.com. Go check out Blue. Just make $1 shipping and handling at BlueChew.com. I want to thank them for being a great, and I mean phenomenal friend of the podcast right here on Off the Script. Step 2. Champions, man. Now the champions opened up. The World Championship. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. I thought this was a great open to the show. Wrestling match. I would not have put this match on first, but I thought this was a great wrestling match between the two. And if this is what we are to expect in Seth Rollins, and him being the world champion, it is going to be a fantastic reign. Now, who can be put in the ring with Seth Rollins as the world heavyweight champion? There are multitudes of different ways you can go about this. He's the clear-cut guy. When he loses the IC title, he'll be good. I think that's the end all be all for Seth Rollins. I think that's the guy that takes the belt from Seth Rollins when it is time versus heavyweight championship match at WrestleMania in Philadelphia. And that's where we crown Gunther as the man again. And Reigns S. Reign himself. That's fantastic. Seth Rollins versus Ezekiel something worth watching over there. Seth Rollins versus Balor. They could rekindle their feud from several years ago when they battled over the vacant Universal Championship. Just a couple of ideas to throw around there. Seth Rollins at the top of the card Monday Night Raw. But I'm going with that's what I think Seth Rollins in the World title reign. This was a mental match. Very good double World Championship match. I think this will go down as probably one of the best WWE matches of the entire year. It's a stretch to say it may be one of the best wrestling matches all year because that's just a wide open field and there has been some great pro wrestling with more yet to come this weekend. But I thought this was a great WWE Championship match where it will be on the list of best matches in WWE all year. Styles. Clothesline Rollins to Florida. Styles did a sense of urgency from Styles. Early crowds, Saudi Arabia, and their crowds have been on point the last few shows. So, kudos to the Saudi crowd in Riyadh. So Styles, he is in control. He connected with the knee to Seth Rollins. Rollins tries to cut him off by boosting him on the middle turnbuckle. Styles responded by suplexing Rollins into the corner. He hits a float over reverse beats. Goes to the first fall. Gets a near fall. Rollins comes back with a buckle bomb in the corner. Front splash off the top. Fall. Rollins reversed the Styles splash attempt. That was attempt number 1. Styles got the get it to beats. To attempt a Styles splash off the middle rope. But reversed and hit a Rana. Rollins connected with a reverse superplex off the top rope, and then connected with a reverse Falcon Arrow. 2. Splash. Styles went to the front splash attempt. Styles on the trigger, battling it out, and Styles stood a devastating buster. Rollins cut off Styles, hit his side dive out to the floor. And every time, I don't know if you guys feel that, I know Rollins has had at least views, but every time he does a dive on the floor, I kind of cringe a little bit because I always think back to when he injured his knee. It took him forever to get back to being Seth Rollins that week. This gave me flashbacks to that. I know that we grabbed his knee, but at the end of it, it was just Rollins being a consummate professional, selling it to add a bit more dramatic effect to the closing sequence of the match. That's all this was. So, suicide dive, he hit a big dive, and he launched his knee for a little bit, and he was selling the effects of the dive for the rest of the match. This led to AJ Styles getting a calf crusher at a very tense moment in the match. But Rollins managed to escape as he got too loose. Rollins dodged a Pele kick back to his feet, hit a stop on Styles' head, so not only got Rollins selling it, then Rollins goes and stomps. He doesn't have to stomp. Stomps on Styles' heads. He cannot do the Styles effectively. Rusher effectively. It disabled him. So that was a nice move by Styles. Styles hit the Pele kick anyway in an attempt to break free, and he nearly free. Styles did a free for a near fall. Styles went back to the apron. He was measuring for the throw. Styles with a super kick. He attempted to stomp. His knee gave out. Crusher and collapse. Styles went for another kick crusher. Reverses this and he's he does it stands to be to start to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and Rollins is now the day night. After the match, Triple H entered the ring. He handed Seth Rollins the World Heavyweight Championship, put the title around his waist, held up his head, and then gave Rollins a nice little moment here to embrace the crowd, to let them know he was on the top rope. He got fireworks. They followed him out to the ramp. He held the title. They gave him enough time to celebrate this victory, and WWE gave the moment enough time to let it feel like it was important. And that's the most important thing, the most important takeaway from this match. They let Rollins have his moment. If this was an economic time match, they would have went right to the fucking next match, and they wouldn't have let anything breathe. That's something that AEW really needs to hone in on and correct. They do not let moments like this breathe on their television program or on their pay-per-views. They just rush on to the next segment or to the next match. This was a great match. This was down to the best WWE match all year, and Seth Rollins is the guy. How many times have I told you guys about Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins had one movie I couldn't stand, but it was not his fault. It was WWE. To a stupid fix. That's what I did not like. Then they did the whole themed thing, and he was gone at that point, and they just ruined Seth Rollins and everything that he had so hard to really build up in 2017. It was awful. What an awful fucking run for Seth Rollins. Changed my perception of him so badly. The way that they actually created. He went through trials and tribulations, up and down, gimmick changes, persona changes, theme music changes. It almost felt like he could not find something that was going to be able to stick. But he found it. He found it, and he's got it now. For 2 years, Seth Rollins has been the most selfless man in the entire company. In an industry where people are fucking selfish, and they refuse to put other people first. Where it's gotta be about I want, and nobody is wanting to take a loss because they feel like it's gotta be they're going over all the time and it's damaging to them and nobody wants to help anybody else get over. That has not been Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has been the most selfless man in the entire fucking company. This man has put others before he puts himself. Cody Rhodes from AEW as an EVP to join WWE, and Cody Rhodes beat Seth Rollins not once, not twice, but 3 times. Seth Rollins agreed to put Cody over because died. For the 3rd time inside the cell, he put Cody over to Cody having a legitimate pectoral muscle completely torn. On what planet would you see anybody else even want to go and do that for somebody? Seth Rollins did that to Cody. Because Seth Rollins realized he knows how good he is. His time is eventually going to come, and he just believed in himself. And now, you see where all of that selflessness got him. It looked at as a 2nd place prize, looked at as a consolation prize by the majority of the IWs on social media, and I'm gonna think that way because I do think that WWE could have done this. They could have created a World Championship. They could have created Cody with the World Championship at WrestleMania and split the points that they have via the draft. If they wanted to retire the members, certainly done it and create this championship and give that title back to SmackDown. They didn't do that. Seth Rollins holding de facto 3rd World Championship in the company because WWE had yet to unify the World Championships that Roman Reigns is holding right now. But one thing remains, no matter how WWE feels about the championship, Seth Rollins is going to go out there and prove the fucking point every single time. He doesn't look at it as a consolation prize. He doesn't. Seth Rollins looks at that as the fucking grand prize for all of us. And he rightfully deserves this moment and opportunity. And he's not going to look at it any other way but that. And he deserves it. And good for him. This was the 3rd match. I enjoyed what they did together. And it remains to be seen what Seth Rollins is going to do, man. Like I said, it's going to be the Workhorse Championship in WWE for the Raw title. Where Roman's title is themed around story and centered around story. Seth Rollins, they have going into what they're doing there, but primarily is going to make it a Workhorse Championship. We'll put Rollins in discussion. And you are correct. And now with this is so to prove every single one of those doubters wrong again. And that world title is going to take him to that level. Very much excited to see what he does with the World Championship on Monday Night Raw. And it's going to be different. It's been terrible lately. I don't know if Rollins Championship is going to drastically change anything that's going on over there, but now we have a major world title in the main event of Monday Night Raw, where we don't have to look at a secondary title like we were looking at with the United States title in the main event of Monday Night. So it's going to drastically change on Monday night. Now it's up to WWE to creatively get us to the point where it's interesting as well. Trish Stratus. She went one-on-one with Becky Lynch. This feud has been off. Everything about this feud has been off. I still question why Trish Stratus is even on TV. She's not a believable heel. I don't want to look at Trish. I don't want to boo Trish Stratus. And WWE is trying so hard to get people to boo Trish Stratus and believe Trish Stratus is a heel that they have overdubbed Trish Stratus segment because people just don't believe in Trish Stratus as a heel. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is Becky Lynch, man. Great pro wrestling is Becky Lynch. I have nothing good things to say about how Becky Lynch handles herself. As far as the character is concerned, some weeks she has it, some weeks she doesn't. Some weeks she comes out as the man, some weeks she comes out as big time Bex. You know which version of Becky Lynch we're going to get from a week-to-week basis. Especially with Vince McMahon being back in charge of his shadow. I said this going into WrestleMania. Trish Stratus being on TV is a Vince McMahon move. Because I said it then, and I'm going to reiterate you guys now in case you're new around. Trish Stratus and Alita showing up on the road to WrestleMania, wrestling at WrestleMania, was a Vince McMahon move. Because what Triple H did, going into the Royal Rumble, if you look at the landscape of the Royal Rumble, there was maybe one, maybe two legends. Molly I think was in the Royal Rumble, and Michelle McCool was in the Royal Rumble. So what do you hit that? Either or coming main roster stars, meaning NXT stars. And returning talent that Triple H brought back in to bolster the depth issue of the women's division. I feel like Triple H wanted to go with current stars. And I don't think that Triple H had Hall of Famers in mind for what was going to happen at WrestleMania. I feel like an executive decision was made. I feel like Vince made the call for Trish and Lita to be there because Trish and Lita took time away from people that Triple H wants to push on WWE TV. It really didn't sit well. It didn't really fit the narrative that we see Triple H and current stars that he was really kind of trying to on the main roster. Yeah, we still have Trish on TV. You thought that WrestleMania was going to be it. Alright, she's in for WrestleMania season. Okay. Then all of a sudden, Becky and Lita win the fucking tag team titles. What's going on? Why? Then we see Trish turn on Lita. Why? Or not Lita, Trish turn on Becky. Why? She turned on Lita as well, which was Trish to team with Becky. And then Trish was the reason why Becky lost the tag team titles. What? Who asked for Becky versus Trish Stratus meeting? Nobody. Nobody in 2023. The feud's been terrible. The dialogue has been terrible. And it's not believable. I feel like WWE is merely doing it because they don't want Becky Lynch to do much of anything else with anybody over than Becky Lynch. They gotta give Becky Lynch something of equal importance. If she's not wrestling for a free championship, which is looking ridiculous, Becky Lynch is not in the sun. Becky Lynch should be working with younger talent. Becky Lynch should be using younger talent over. Becky Lynch should be. Now is the time to change in WWE. Otherwise, look drastically different. And got the opposite that tale with Zoe Stark, who came out of nowhere and now has elected herself with Trish Stratus. She basically said, and I love what happened here. Now the match itself, I was expecting fucking awful. I really was. I was expecting this to go downhill fast. I was expecting a botch fest. I was expecting sloppiness. I was expecting fucking sitting there like this, sleeping while the match was in progress, waiting for it to be over. But I thought what these ladies did was actually pretty fucking decent. I do. I thought Becky and Trish showed up to work tonight. I think they booked that plane, took the 18-hour flight to Riyadh, and they showed up to fucking win. And that's exactly what they did. This was not as expensive as I was expecting it to be. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't completely fucking botch-free. There was a sloppy here and there. But I thought this was the best that Trish Stratus has looked since being in the ring. For at least the present that she's been with the WWE. I thought she looked better here with Becky than she looked with Charlotte 4 years ago. And I mean that. Not to take anything away from Charlotte, because Charlotte's a very good professional wrestler. But I thought that Trish looked better here with Becky than she looked with Charlotte at SummerSlam 4 years ago. See, this is control her. She shoved Becky right straight to the steel steps early. She didn't control her. She used the middle rope to choke Becky. She hit a kind of looking DDT, tornado DDT. Stratus hit a neck breaker for a near fall on Becky. She goes after Becky with some chops. Becky starts firing back with some chops of her own. She starts to make a comeback. She hits an exploder on Trish in the corner. Lynch hits Stratus with a baseball slide to the floor. Stratus then takes Becky in the turnbuckle. And then both women go back into the ring. She hits a spine buster on Becky. Stratus attempted extraction, but Lynch cut her off and hit diamond dust off the top rope. By a second rope Lynch. She goes for recovery, gets some
Diamond.
Trish then crotch Becky back up for the top rope. And Lynch grabbed Stratus by the legs, stepped back into the ring, pulled Trish off the top rope, and applied a Boston Crab. Stratus escaped to the outside and cut off Becky as she re-entered the ring. Stratus then hits the chip kick, which was great. Becky, once Becky was entering the ring, she goes for the cover on Becky, gets her near full. Stratus was then taunting Lynch long enough for Becky to get a disorder. Sure, she locked in the disorder for Trish. Becky then hit the man ankle slam, but this is where things got sloppy. So from the disorder spot into the man ankle slam, it looked like they were kind of fumbling over each other here, didn't know where their positioning should have been. And Becky hit the man ankle slam right by the knee. Ended up eventually on the outside. This is where Lynch threw Stratus back into the ring. So, out from the ring comes Zoe Stark, who was hiding underneath the ring during the entire match. She emerged. The referee is distracted by Trish. She attacked Becky, and she hits her the GTS that she calls the Z360, and Stark threw Lynch back in the ring. Stratus hit a very nice looking Stratisfaction for the 1-2 ring. Zoe Stark has now aligned herself with Trish Stratus, and it seems like they are now forming some sort of alliance. Day 9. Sounds a lot better than Stark for nothing. And this peace. It's not because checks Becky and Trish. Now, so Trish, hopefully we get some sort of explanation on Monday. I hope to God we her coming to the next version. I was long term, real long term, but so we started. The first day that I saw her, she was given a stick. And now it's playing on Monday night. You see, so the fact that she's here and she's getting some Becky Lynch sounds a little bit better than Ross. Sounds a lot better than having too many matches. This is the way that will go nowhere. Superstar, the attention that she needs. This superstar, the heat that she needs. And neither is Superstar. So somewhere in there, there's some sort of explanation. And Superstar can make it all come together. Explain to us why she attacked Becky Lynch. Because that's where it's going to lead. She wrestles like a queen. Sure, she's not into throwing and wrestling. She's not wrestling with fucking flailing hands and hair extensions and worrying about a fucking eyelash falling off. She's going in and she's gonna kick your ass. That's what I'm trying to like women's wrestling. And she wrestles like mixing up with Becky Lynch. You guys are going to be infantry when they eventually get them. That's what Becky Lynch needs to do. That's what Becky Lynch is. She would say, there usually is the younger talent. And so, this WWE trash. What happens when she's trash? Because Becky and Trish Stratus Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Yeah. And then it's coming back. Team Death against Trish. Superstar. And Becky can get her whoever you want to get there. Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. People from there. So continue her feud. Becky Lynch. She's going to be suspected. And then the main event spot. She can be the challenge. She'll be the champion is, depending on what they do with the championship. Zoe versus Asuka also sounds like a damn good match, if you ask me. That's the type of shit that I want to see. That's the type that I want to see in the ring with Zoe. Still with Asuka. Take one. So I'm getting this is start building up to now WWE actually told me what they feel about Superstar and apply that with half the other people in the division. We have it's not just the usuals, right? I do this. Mustafa believe that. This is Mustafa believe that. I'm invested in. But when you're Mustafa, does that believe in Mustafa Ali? No. Because they're trying everything to dumb this guy down and make him a college shit. But this is the Mustafa Ali. The Mustafa Ali that got tonight is the Ali that we need.
Dunda!
There's no one there. He's not. And say that Gunther is the greatest intercontinental champion. Sven is now the best thing in my opinion. This is the best thing on WWE. Everything that is fucking I love. That they give these guys more than 10 minutes. Good intercontinental title. It's ridiculous. But a very good intercontinental championship match. Gunther and Ali. We got the guys out there introducing Gunther and Marcel Martel, Duke Kaiser as they call him, on the main roster. I can't do the rest of it. I can't pronunciate ring, get her off like he does. But, yeah, that's my guy, Ludwig, on the main roster. He got a great entrance, love Ludwig in the way he introduces Kuta. This match was good. Not on the level of everything else Luther's done, but it was a good match, and they gave Ali some moments where they tried to make the crowd believe that he could have stolen the Intercontinental title. Some drop kicks early, quickly cut him off. Gunther hit a huge chop on Ali, and then followed with another huge chop. Gunther applied a Boston Brad. Gunther cut off Ali with the kick, sent Ali to the floor. Gunther fucking tossed Ali into the ring post, and only you heard the splat. Hitting the LED post. There's one thing that Ali does better than anybody in the company. It's selling, man. He makes you so fucking. He does. And that's the one thing I take away every time I watch his stuff.
Alrighty. Gonna go ahead and call it. Thanks for hanging out, tuning in, everybody. You guys be good, and as always, stay golden.